Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on Lunar Pump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web3.
What's going on, everyone? I am your host, DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixels, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, repost button, share button, whatever button you have to hit that button. You might be watching it on X or on YouTube. Also, hop on over to lunarpump.fun. Let's get the chat going there as well. Let's make sure it's working smooth ahead of Lunar Dust. Obviously, Lunar Dust viewership is huge right now. So when we start inviting people back on over to the Lunar Pump Fun platform, we want it to work very smooth. So not a bad idea to test it today instead of kind of testing it tomorrow on Lunar Dust. But Mr. Pixel, how is it going?
It's going good, brother. It's going good. Just the usual, cranking it out, getting ready for more pushing for more Lunar Dust this week. Just ready to grind. Had a good weekend, a lot of work, got some family time in. How about yourself?
Yeah, same thing. Did some Halloween stuff, went to the pumpkin patches, hung out with the family, trying so hard to completely get away on the weekends. Even on the weekends, I'm always getting told something about looking at my phone and all that fun stuff by my wife. So
no avoiding it.
That's just part of the game. Krypton calls, all that. It's a business. It's no different than any other business that I have. It's unfortunately for anyone watching that owns a business, you know that you're never off the clock. Everyone thinks that when you own a business, you put your foot up on the desk and you just count all your money and you do whatever you want. The exact opposite is when you own your business. And there's plenty of people I know that are entrepreneurs and self-employed watching this and 100% know what I'm talking about. Never off the clock. Whether you're on vacation, whether you're hanging out with the kids, you're never off the clock. That phone call can always be coming in from one of your employees. This is wrong. That's wrong. This happened. That happened. Just part of the game.
Sorry, I'm fucking around with some banners and colors here, but yeah, totally, dude. And yeah, it's the same, but it's been good. It's been good. It's been a long stint as well for a long time. So it's always good to spend some family time whenever we can get it, But yeah, if anybody that is watching, wherever you're watching from, X, Twitch, YouTube, across multiple channels there, get on over to Lunar Pump Chat. We're testing it out. Obviously, we got the next week of Lunar Dust coming up this week. So this will be our week number 4, right?
4
weeks. 4. Man, that's and going strong. The numbers are really good. I'll pull up that graphic here in a little bit as well, that we've been working on in the background, the sponsorship stuff that has the numbers laid out. But get on over there. We want to test out this chat. Obviously, we got big pushes coming from Lunar Dust and Lunar Pump here very soon. As far as kind of some XAds and stuff, we're going to roll them out hot and heavy here as soon as possible. So we're trying to make sure that everything is in place here on the platform itself before we do that. So testing out the chat as much as possible right now is really important. We just migrated over to the new server, so I hope everybody is seeing the massive increase on Lunar Pump as far as speed and all that kind of stuff goes. We're still ironing out some stuff, but it's got its own entirely designated server that also has a partitioned test server built into it as well, so we're able to really test things a lot better now on the back end before pushing them to the front end. But obviously, you still need a little bit of testing on there. But yeah, shout out to all you guys out there: Tazzy, Drew, Crypto Knight, Eric, K-Man, all there in the chat hanging. I appreciate you guys. Sorry, my mouse is a bit weird here. Who else is in there? Adam's in there. Oh, there's the man, DeFi Sean himself. All right, we're just testing it out early on. Yeah, but please get over there, set up your account. Just connect your wallet up here on the top right, click it, and then you can go to your profile right here. Drag and drop your high details. Edit your profile here. You can drag and drop your PFP right there, name, bio, etc. It shows you all the stuff you got locked in, that you're in, whatever tokens you got, and all the other details about, how much you've tipped, so on and so forth. So get on over there, set up your account, lunarpump.fun. Get involved. And also, of course, we're highlighting one of the biggest features that we're using to try and gain some market share here in the token launcher platform scene is, of course, the live rewarding and the live tipping in real time. So that's a huge reason that we're pushing. That's going to be one of our main XAds that we're going to be pushing as well, to bring people on over when we do rock them. So yeah, get on over there, set up an account, help us out, and test us out in that chat. You never know, there could be some rewards coming out today. I don't know how generous Sean's feeling up there, but you never know. We'll see what happens. But hey, maybe something might come the other way, Sean. Maybe you might get tipped. You never know. Stranger things have happened. But he said, but yeah, so what we got on the cards today, Sean? What do we got for peeps?
So, I mean, obviously, tons of fun in the chat. Let's go back to the beginning, I guess you can say. So, VCs, remember, guys, VCs, they were necessary. Mantle, Sui, Sol, Tron, Cardano, Avalanche, Arbitron, none of those would exist without VCs. Funding an entire ecosystem with retail money just doesn't happen. There's not enough retail money that's probably willing to back something like that to actually get it done. Now, with that being said, we hear what everyone's saying. We are going to be discussing with them about their allocations left, about probably not doing another round of funding, as that's what people seem to want to do. But give us a week. Let us get to the drawing board, talk to everyone, see what would be required if we stop the funding and all those different things. So again, like always, guys, we listen to what you guys want to do, and we're going to go that route so that over the next week and next Moon Monday, we'll have an even bigger discussion. But like I said, the reason why I want to go ahead and show everyone, I think I can do it right here. Let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up this right here. Are we in the way? Yeah, we're in the way.
Let's go to game show mode. Let's go to game show mode.
Yeah. So this is a breakdown of everything spent. Again, probably the reason what got us in trouble was the transparency of even mentioning the VCs. None of these other projects talk about it. It happens, and they just move forward. People don't get discouraged because of it, but I wanted to actually give you a breakdown of the expenses of what everything costs to build everything we built. And remember, we didn't just say we were building it. We actually built it. Everything is completely live. But to put perspective behind it, on a lot of people, again, saying the VCs are doing nothing, they allowed us to do what we've done. So like, for instance, roughly, it's roughly around 800,000 that was raised. I can't get an exact figure because of the price of ETH when it went in and stuff like it. It's just, that's roughly the amount, give or take maybe 10 or 20,000.
Zoom in a bit. Zoom in or spread. You can spread your window out a bit wider to their show. Probably make it a little easier.
Spread my window out. Let's see. I can also zoom in.
Or zoom in a little bit. Yeah.
I'll zoom in more. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That's fine.
All right, so I'll move us up here out of the way so people got it clear.
Give or take 10 or 20,000. The block we raised about 800. The blockchain build was 40,000. I don't know if I ever said that number publicly. Mike, me, Matt, Joe, we all funded that out of pocket before we raised a penny in pre-sale. So that's kind of null and void. I was just saying what we spent on it. So the pre-sale marketing to actually do the raise, which was Web 2 ads, YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, etc. You know, all the stuff that you saw during pre-sale, the crazy amount of marketing, all the articles, everything you saw, about 430K of that was spent to build the 800,000, which, you know, like a 1 to 2 return is pretty typical in pre-sales. You hope to get to 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or 4 to 1, however you say it. I might be saying it backwards, but that's about what it costs. So the main goal with this was to spread, not only raise the funds, but spread the awareness of Infinaeon, which I think we did successfully. Pretty much everyone had heard of Infinaeon. So moving on from there, we seeded the LPs. ETH USDC was about 120K. The Infinaeon chain LP was about 10,000. The Sol, we put 50,000. Bitmart LP was 15,000. The Bitmart listing was 30,000. On Infinaeon launch day, we initially spent about 8,000, and we were going to spend more. But of course, that's when the dump fest just completely went crazy. So we paused the marketing because we knew that the funds would just be down the drain. So Infinaeon launch day marketing, the videos and all that you saw, it was about 8,000 we spent on that. With CMC, CoinGecko, Dex Tools, Dex Screener, the KYC, all the listings that you saw on any of the bots on Telegram, about $20,000 for all those listings. The Dex build, which is Infinity Swap, was about 18,000. to build that, plus all the upgrades we had to do. Lunar Pump across all channels was about 100,000 across all chains, I should say, because we built everything from scratch. That was the thing that it did cost the most, more so than even the blockchain. Infinion wallet was about 65,000. Lunar Pump Fund Social was 5,000. The bridge was 5,000. Staking platform was 5,000. And I didn't go through all the wallets. This is just the immediate utility. So I know that we've actually spent more than this on more of the actual stuff that we built. I know I'm leaving some stuff out. So I didn't actually add all this up. I just was putting it down knowing that what we spent. Now, carrying costs from community management and development across all platforms, because there was so much more than just this. That was about 30,000. Now, that was over the course of like 6 months to a year. So that's what these figures are. Since the blockchain's launch, it's cost us about $20,000 to keep that alive. Only has made us about 600. So the blockchain revenue is just, there's no adoption there. Lunar Pump Fund Social has cost us about 6,000 to keep that alive. Market Maker has been about 21,000 to keep that alive. The X Gold account, we spent about 8,100. Wallet Support's been about 12,000. So this is why the VC was necessary. With your Solanas, with your Suis, there's months and potentially years of going down and going down until you start gaining that adoption and you slowly start going back up. And this is why. That money was not just raised for fun. It was raised because we built and actually delivered an entire ecosystem. And again, we promised from day one when this thing launched from the safe mood of non-delivery thing with us and Joe and all that stuff, that we'd be transparent. So yeah, I wanted to put it on papers and to show everyone what was actually done with all these products that were delivered and why we had to bring in the VCs, which we informed everyone we were doing, unlike everyone else before it even started. But again, the community has made up their mind, about the VC. So we're going to reevaluate that over the next week, see what we're looking like moving forward. And we'll kind of come back next Monday and kind of discuss everything. So just kind of wanted to get that out the way, put it all on paper for everyone to see. And we move forward.
All right, well, there it is. Numbers are numbers. I don't have a lot to say about or argue with the numbers. So, I mean, it is what it is. Situation we're in. It's the reality of the space. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good to actually see it. That's it's not something I'd seen before. I wasn't too sure exactly of the overheads, and I know. The reality also is, even to continue from this point to get to where you want with L2 adoption, like that's going to cost a lot more. Like what, let's say, I mean, even big listings moving forward, Sean, like what are the expenses on things like that as we continue
tons
to push?
You're talking about 150K plus to get the chain listed on Dex Screener, 150K plus to get the Dex Tools blockchain listed. You're talking about, millions of dollars to get on Bitmart, to get on MEXC, to get tens of thousands of dollars to get on all your trending bots that are popular within Telegram. Just so much for adoption. And that's why the VCs, without being able to get, fully backed by retail investors, are necessary.
Yeah. So it's
that's just the start of it.
It's a tough game, no doubt.
And when we started building the blockchain, L2s were in. Fortunately, they're not anymore. No one cares about L2s. It's a very tough sell. Obviously, the time I've spent trying to sell it to people, and it's just gotten harder and harder as time goes on.
Yeah, I see we're having a few issues there. I believe the chat has actually started. Adam, can you confirm? Are we actually on the new server yet? I know.
Yeah. Let's confirm, because I know we were testing it. Did we actually convert back over yet?
Yeah, I'm unsure.
Yeah, because we had it on testnet. Maybe we didn't convert back over.
And someone might be saying we may have lost sound. I'm assuming he's talking about Lunar Pump. We lost sound. I'm looking at the YouTube chat here as well, by the way, but he's saying we might have lost sound. Eric working great. Looks fine. I'm going to put another test in there myself. Let's bring it up on screen so everybody can see what we're actually doing here. Not be greedy. It looks okay. It seems to be working okay. There always is some reports of different phones or whatever, depending on what you're using it on. So it's good to know just in case. So if you are having an issue and everyone else says they're fine, it may be, whatever platform you're viewing it on, or whatever device you're viewing it on. So good to get that in. Okay, looks like I'm listening via LPF. Can hear fine. Okay, all right. Well, it seems we're okay. Maybe it's Kryptonite is having the issue on his end. Maybe it might be an internet thing, but
Yeah, Kryptonite. I'm actually having some issues for some reason with me. Me and Mr. Pixel were testing it. Everything's working fine for him, but not necessarily for me. It's so it could be my internet. I don't know what it is, but it was not the platform in that case. It's definitely me.
yeah. So mine was fine, and then Sean, he had to refresh to see any of the new comments pop up. So I don't know if that's something that fluctuates, but it's happening for you all the time, right, Sean?
Not all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Interesting.
And yeah, so let's see. Actually, we're talking to Dev right now to make sure. But yeah, this is why we're testing it. Yeah, this chat thing is tricky. Again, even YouTube doesn't have it mastered. Definitely noticed that last week playing Moon or Dust on YouTube, how delayed it was.
Yeah. Right.
At sometimes. But no excuse though. We still want ours working as best as humanly possible.
Yeah, that's why we're asking anybody, if you are watching, head on over lunarpump.fun, please, and join up. Even create, like I said, it's good practice. Create a new wallet for yourself, and just use that as your Lunar Pump wallet. Just connect up, create your profile up in the top right up here, and then you can edit your profile right there, and get in the chat and help us test it out in real time, so that we can make sure that it is working, obviously, because we use this for Moon or Dust moving forward. We always want to make sure the big things that we're trying to make sure is correct right now, because like I said, we got a ton of XAds that we're going to just hit hot and heavy here very soon, and this is kind of like the final thing, because we're obviously advertising this as part of the XAd campaign, as well as Moon or Dust. So it'll be both of those we're going to be pushing. And we want to make sure that this chat is where it needs to be, because like I said, that ad that you see at the start and the end of the show, that's like, for advertising that, we need to make sure that it's tip fucking top, you know what I mean? So so please get on over there, help us out, check it out, lunarpump.fun. But yeah, how's everybody else doing out here in the chat? See if we've got any other questions coming up. Not at the moment. I mean, we're looking good, I think. Again, we got the audience edition of Moon or Dust tomorrow.
Yep.
Which is going to be a good one. And we've been doing a lot of talking as well. $100
plays.
Yep. And I just put out a tweet about this, actually. So let me pull that up. If you want to give people the rundown, Sean, go ahead, and I'll pull up the tweet here that I want.
Wait. Give them the rundown on
audience edition tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. So anyone, all you have to do is hop on over to the chat and be active in the chat. We are open for sure of giving people second opportunities that have played before. Still kind of young, so we're still trying to bring in people that haven't played yet. So be active in the chat, and you could probably come up to play for a shot of up to $100, 12 cases. So it's a little mini game. We do 2 of those. Tuesday's episodes are 2 games, $100 a piece. But we also like to talk about the Moon or Dust token. We are working on a utility for Moon or Dust that we think is going to be a really cool revenue producer and fits what we're doing with Moon or Dust perfectly. So kind of stay tuned for that over the next few days. We'll kind of be talking about it. It shouldn't be something that takes long for us to get done. But, ad spots, we're starting to pitch ideas for ad spots. A little bit different, crypto marketing with YouTube, token review. That's what people are used to. That's what people know. So you have to get them to watch the show. You have to get them to understand it. You have to pitch them a whole idea. So, we're working on selling ad spots. So that's why we also found another cool utility that we think can start generating funds pretty much instantly. So yeah, we'll be excited to announce that hopefully by the end of the week at the absolute latest, if not by tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be ready to go. So partner with Dex2. We got so much stuff going on. What are you referring to? Partner with Dex Tools or Dex Screener? Mr. Dojin, if you can elaborate, unless I missed it up here.
All right, so I'm just getting a few things dialed up. My beautiful wife just brought me some coffee. Thank you, sweetheart. I needed it.
Everyone needs a Mrs. Pixel if you don't have one.
Oh, she's a good woman. She takes good care of me. Give her that. Keeps my ass in the seat here, everybody, so that I can keep working on all this for everyone. Oh, how'd you like? Wasn't bad, huh? Wasn't bad. Yeah, knew I could do it. All right. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the post, the tweet that I want everybody to go and hit as soon as possible. Because obviously this is rolling out here tomorrow. Let's go down to Game Show View. Yes, go to the Moon or Dust. It's at moon_or_dust 42. If you're a noob watching on, please go to our Twitter page, and I'll drop this link in the chat too for anybody. Tomorrow's Moon or Dust Audience Edition, 100% free to play. All you have to do is be active in the lunarpump.fun live chat. And you could be one of 2 chosen to take on the whales every Tuesday for a top prize of $100. Be sure to stay active, even if you're not chosen, as you could bag yourself one of multiple $10 rewards live in chat directly into your wallet. Visit moon-or-dust.fun for details. Down here, I shamelessly plugged lunarpump.fun, of course. With great pride, actually, to be honest. That's a lie. So, yes, Moon or Dust is powered by lunarpump.fun's amazing live streaming platform where you can be rewarded live in chat directly into your wallet. So, I'm going to start kind of popping that in there, tying these two together every opportunity we get to push that out there. So, please, everybody go and show that X-Post some love so we can get some people in on the chat tomorrow, get people locked in, get their accounts set up as soon as possible, start redirecting them over there. Okay, I'm dropping it into all of the YouTubes right now. So everybody, yes, please go and hit that up, and Twitch, and anybody that's on X, anybody that's in the Moon or Dust chat. I just dropped it in there too. It's actually in the pinned. If you go in there, Audience Edition tomorrow, if you're in the Lunar Pump chat, or not the Lunar Pump chat, sorry, the Moon or Dust chat. It's in the Moon or Dust chat. So if you are in the Telegram, get on over there and hit it up. It's linked in the pinned. And if you're not in the Telegram, get your ass over there. So we can keep pumping that thing, keep bringing eyes to Lunar Pump, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? That's the whole.
We need to turn Infinion Friday into like chill and chill. So like after Thursday, we have all of our content for the week, and like we post it up, and we just, I mean, again, there's always like hundreds of people watching this, and we all just attack it and just go crazy. 10, 20, you guys, everyone in the chat. You put out a tweet, you get tons of engagement if we're all doing it live. So, you know, you'll 20, 30x the amount of engagement that your tweet would normally get. It's like we really do need to start doing that. Maybe we do that this Friday.
Let's do it.
Everyone get ready. We share one sort of take 30, 40 minutes, share each one into the chat. Everyone goes get it, 3-4 minutes. We move on to the next and we just keep going.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do it. Let's rally this thing. I think we got a great opportunity here, guys. I really do. Right now, with everything that we got going on, where the platform is at right now, knowing the work that's going on behind the scenes too, as regards not just, Lunar Pump, but like there's been tons worked on that. It's constantly getting improved. And of course, the EVM multi-chain feature is going to be back once we get a certain few things dialed in. We got about 3 or 4 different lists going on here in the background of things that like absolutely need to kind of any barrier to entry on the Lunar Pump platform is like top priority at the moment for us, and opening it up to allow as many people to come on board as possible. These things are top priority. That's what we've been doing on that end. And of course, obviously the actual Moon or Dust game show software itself and the whales and all that stuff is constantly getting tweaked. We're constantly running new games of it in the background here, testing that out, trying to fine tune that. Because obviously that's the only way you can do it. You just gotta play games with it and test it and make sure that the offers are kind of falling in line. So it just takes a minute. You just got to keep doing it. That's why we're still in the beta phase. Realistically, I mean, let's be honest. So
we're live, but we are still kind of in the beta phase. It's going to continue to get better from here.
And it it was like I said, it all came together so quick, and thankfully we were in a position where we actually were able to achieve it and build it and create it. And, the same with the platform, to be able to like completely revamp it, add all these new streaming features in order to try and push hard and get this market share. All happened in under a month, pretty much. And we're coming off like the fresh launch right now, kind of, you could say, in the last, 5 weeks or so, I guess you could say. And we were already 3 weeks in on Moon or Dust, so we got our week number 4 coming up now. So that's super exciting. And if anybody wants to check it out, go to moon-or-dust.fun. There it is, moon-or-dust.fun. And that's the website. Go and check it out. We can pop it up here in a little bit. But all the clips and stuff are going to be on there soon. But we do have all the full episodes on there, so you can go and check those out. Should we play a clip for any new people that are kind of maybe tuning in? I got some clips loaded up here. We got
let's do it.
Okay, so we got our Dust clip. We're gonna play the Dust clip from last week. That's what I got loaded up. It's the only one I got.
Who was it that dusted? It was Milk.
Milk. Milk.
It's all starting to kind of combine together now.
Yeah, it was Milk. Milk dusted. Milk dusted. Diamond handed to glory.
Yep. One was like, I'm going all the way. The other one's like, oh, first offer, I'll take it.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see the contrast here. I mean, hey, he could have walked away with even more than what the other person took. So, like, the offers are there. But yeah, let's check it out. So this was our primetime edition last week. Here's a short little clip to see the grand finale and how they fared out. But yeah, this was Milk. We'll show what they are anyway. I think it pops up there at the end. But yeah, this was our primetime contestant playing for $1,000 top wallet last week. Check it out.
All right, Andrew. Pressure's definitely on. Again, $410 and $0 in play. So your chosen wallet 23, and then we have wallet 2 and 17. So which wallet are we taking off the board? 2 or 17?
2.
All right, wallet 2. Let's take it off the board. Ooh. All right, $10 off the board. Now, Andrew, we're going to be getting one final call. This is going to be the last offer that you can take before the final. So just keep that in mind. This is your last opportunity, and it's coming from Rico. Rico, let's see what Andrew's options are. See what he decides to do.
Listen, Drew, with big prizes on the line, taking this offer lets you secure gains now instead of risking it all. My offer is $160.
All right, Andrew, he's giving you a pretty decent offer. We have 400 and we have 0. So you can take that 160 and walk away with a solid $160 right now, or you can risk it all and potentially walk away with nothing. So Rico wants to know what he's giving you 45 seconds, or we're going to moon or dust.
I'm going to dust it, man.
Andrew, going all the way. I've been saying for a while now, 23's holding that 400. So Rico, we're going to dust it.
Wow, walking away from 160 is gutsy. That's a bold bet on your secrets, and the milk community must be buzzing.
All right, Andrew. We are in our final moments. So, wallet 23 is your chosen wallet, but little twist, we do allow you to trade it out if you want. So you can swap out 23 for 17, or you can keep 23. The choice is yours. Are we going to keep 23, or are we going to swap it out for 17?
I don't know that I like that, man.
Got to put that extra wrench in there to make the decision.
Man, I'm going to keep that 23.
All right. Magnus, Dominic, Rico, he's keeping wallet 23. Now, we're going for $400 or 0. Mr. Pixel, show us what's behind wallet 23.
Dust wallet.
All right, Andrew. Unfortunately, we did dust. Overall, though, how are you feeling?
I don't even know, man. That was fun.
Very fun. A thing that we are deciding to do, though, are people that do dust, we do want to give them an opportunity to come back up. So we actually had another person dust. We've had one moon so far and one dust. So we will definitely give you and Milk another opportunity to come on, kind of redeem yourself and play again. So we always like to do that when people do dust. So you guys will definitely be coming on again. And again, guys, go ahead, jump on over, check Milk out, their Telegram, their Twitter. Again, become a part of the conversation. I still can't believe the amount of dust and moves we've got. It's
I know, right?
In the testing, it almost never happens. So weird.
No, yeah, dude gets me every time though. Huh? Would you have taken the $160 if that was you?
Yeah, I would have taken it. It's a smart play.
Yeah, when you're going against the zero, dude, it's a fucking coin toss. You know what I mean?
Honestly, we thought that we were not thought. I would say potentially worried about how Himothy took that first offer. We were worried about that being like a common thing, like people seeing, $300 on my first offer. Oh, I'm just taking it and run. And the episode only lasting like six minutes. But it's been the exact opposite. I think in 8 episodes, and we've done more than 8 games because remember we done the audience edition. We did like 3 the first week and then 2 the next. So out of all the games, almost everyone is played to the end. Almost everyone. I know week 1, Eddie took the offer when he was down in his final 2 cases, which that was 100% the right play for him. 820 on the table, he had to take that.
That was a superb offer. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. After that, though, he everyone's playing to the end, which is awesome.
Diamond-handed degens, bro.
I guess really underestimated the degens. I guess everyone's degening the hell out of it. So
yeah, hey, it's great. I mean, diamond handling and more power to him too. You know what I mean? If you full sure of it, but just to have 2 people pick the dust wallet so early in our first, like, what have we got? 9 shows under the belt now. We got show number 10 coming up tomorrow, audience edition. But yeah, it's crazy. But I tell you, man, a whole lot of fun. Very entertaining, very engaging. Here's the opposite end of the spectrum, guys. This is someone that's like, I'm here to walk away with a bag, no matter what. And he got a decent offer, so it's hard to argue. This one was the microcap edition this week, which was the Teardrop crew, or last week. And shout out to you guys. Great community over there too. And great community at Milk as well. But this was the microcap edition, Teardrop, and it was Himothy that come on to represent them. And he wasn't playing, dude. He was not playing. Check it out.
All right, Himothy, one more wallet.
23.
Wallet 23. All right, 25. So this is going to be our first call from any one of the 3 whales, and we're going to go ahead and see exactly what they're going to offer you after the first round. All right, so we have Dominic calling in. He's the businessman, typically gets right to the point. Let's go ahead and see what Dominic has to offer.
You're right, Dominic.
Listen, Himothy, balance your dreams with your gut and see the path to Tiri's moon, because my offer is $113.
All right, Himothy, very solid offer. In spite of losing the moon wallet of $250, Dominic is still offering you $113 to end this game right now. But for full context, you still have the wallet $200, $180, $160, $140, all above that $113. In the next round, we are going to be playing 5 wallets. So we have 40 seconds. If you moon it, it means you take the offer. If you dust it, it means you move on to the next round. So with 33 seconds, Himothy, are we going to moon or dust?
Man, that was a solid motherfucking offer. Why you do that? 1, 2, 3, bam, man, it's a lot underneath 113. I could get that to somebody in the community. I only
also got a lot above 113.
How much time I got?
All right, Himothy, 10 seconds.
All right, hold on, man. Let me think. We taking it. We taking the 113.
All right, guys. Whoa. He's going to moon it.
Bravo. That was a sharp move, picking up $130 for Tiri. Secure that success. Stay bold, my friend.
All right, guys. It was actually the first time that someone's actually taken an offer that early, so shout out to you. Yeah, SFC. Timothy was feeding himself. He was having some drinks. He was ready to go. I still continue. He didn't fully understand the game. Math-wise, he should have won another round. Just
Yeah,
from a math perspective, he should have went another round.
Yeah, he could have gotten another round, but he got an offer above the average right out the gate. So it's like, hey, you know what I
Yeah.
got to lose? Hey, he's saving some time too. Maybe he values his time more than the extra couple
Yeah,
of bucks.
it's part of the game.
Who knows?
It's up to the contestant on what they do.
Yeah, but it was shit, dude. I mean, it was great. Another good game, but like took a way out, and you know, walked back with his community with $113, so he can whatever, buy the chart, do whatever, put it towards marketing, whatever you want to do, or you do with it. But again, tomorrow's audience edition. And we are kind of the thought that maybe the audience edition could potentially end up being like the most tuned into edition, because we have a lot of things that we're going to do in order to like really push that. That we'll talk about a little later once we get a few more things dialed in. But there's a few different things that we've been thinking about. So, but we think that yeah, having the audience edition in there, and of course, I mean, highlighting what you're looking at on screen right there on X right now, that ad highlighting the ability for the platform to do that, I think is going to drive people over. And like, it doesn't matter, like we're after the numbers, right? Like we want viewership, which ultimately leads to sponsorship for Moon or Dust, which ultimately drives people to the platform and benefits the entire ecosystem. So like Moon or Dust being that marketing like tool, and and that's the thing. I know I say a marketing tool, but like it's obviously much more than that. It was a concept that was devised out of a need to like try and gain some market share in the token launching platform scene, right? So it's you look at what the big dogs are doing. Pump Fun are pushing live streaming a lot, so we said, hey, let's do that, but let's make it better, right? Let's really tie it into Web3. Let's offer the ability for people to reward their viewers live in chat directly into their wallet. Let's allow the ability for users and viewers to tip the streamer directly into their wallet live in chat with Solana or whatever their native token that they launched is. So like that's one of our big pushes that we're going to be doing to get this market share. And Moon or Dust is a massive way that we're trying to push that. And like I said, not only that, but it's better than any AMA you're ever going to have, right? And it brings communities together. It's a great collaborative tool. It shines the spotlight on up and coming communities that are out there grinding in the trenches as well. So it's like win. And it's totally free. It's totally free for any communities to come and play. It's totally free for any any individuals to come and play. Just be active live in chat tomorrow and you're in with a chance. You're going to have to go on over to the actual Moon or Dust channel on lunarpump.fun itself in order to participate. We're on Lunar Pump Live right now. This is what we're on for Moon Mondays, but for actual Moon or Dust, you'll have to go to the Moon or Dust token itself. And yeah, and maybe I can bring that up if you want to take us away here for a minute, Sean, and I'll bring up one or two things I wanted to show some people before we sign off for the day. There was one question came in if you want to take it. Hold on, there you go. You're muted, Sean.
All right, thanks for catching me. Yeah, so Moon or Dust is an extension of Infinaeon. Lunar Pump, everything's an extension, of Infinaeon. It's what we're doing to build exposure. L2 is, again, we've talked about it multiple times. People aren't interested, so we had to pivot. We can't just sit there and drive down something that we spent 8 or 9 months doing with zero success. So Mod, which is, by the way, working. There's been multiple different places like the major trending bot. There was another show I saw on YouTube that randomly brought us up because they were surfing, looking at other tokens, and they were coming across us. So Moon or Dust is definitely gaining attention. Tens of thousands of views. So we're doing whatever we can to drive the attention to us. I mean, we have these big YouTube channels. We're getting hundreds and hundreds of live viewers. So we need to utilize that to our advantage. We have something that almost no other project has, which is these KOL accounts from our YouTube accounts with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So, if we'd have just been starting fresh, a random YouTube channel, we would not be getting these views. So really cool. My channel and Joe's channel and even the Moon or Dust channel, all monetized channels, all established channels. So, it is getting pushed. And of course, the game show. And someone was asking, we addressed that in the beginning about the VCs. We're going to reevaluate over this week. and see about getting them out, and also what that would look like moving forward. And we'll discuss that again on probably a week from today. Need some time to gather some data and stuff like that. Also, if you did miss the beginning, go back. We went over a full breakdown of everything spent on this blockchain. So yeah, go watch that, because it's important to understand why VCs are necessary. Again, I'll say it. Without VCs, Sui, Sol, Mano, Arbitrum, Avalanche, none of them would exist. Only difference between them and us is we're transparent, and we told you straight up before we even did it that we got VCs. People started seeing them sell, which they are. That's what they're there for, to make money, and turned everyone off. There's a reason why Sui and all those charts were down for months and years before they went up. You have to kind of sacrifice the short term to go with the long term, but everyone's made their feelings known that they're not willing to do that, and they want to concentrate more on the token. So let us reevaluate and come back with a plan next Monday on how we can move it forward.
Exciting. My thoughts is always whatever is in the best interest of like everybody that's invested, everybody that's holding, and what the community want to do, obviously. But of course, personally, my thought is always what errs on the best side of business. Of course, you're never going to be, the market is so volatile. Crypto changes all the time. New metas come in, this changes, that changes, and then before you know it, you're playing catch up where you thought you were in the lead here and there. So that can happen. So it's like you got to be able to pivot. So you got to understand or try and with as much data as possible, figure out what's the best path forward here. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that's going to be. And of course, like we talked about, we wanted to just address some numbers. But this is basically like a little sponsorships package.
Let me start by saying this in case we missed it. Anyone that knows a project that wants to come on Moon or Dust, anyone that wants to broadcast and get sponsored for tens of thousands of views, if you know a project, share this with them. We're being very generous. We're paying a 25% bounty for anyone that brings us a sponsorship. So you normal holder watching, if you have a project, know someone that might be interested, we'll cut you 25% for you bringing a project to us. So if they spend $1,000, we'll cut you $250.
Nice, good old referral system there, guys. And we'll be vamping that up as well. But just wanted to give people a little idea of the numbers and stuff like that, and what this kind of would entail. And you can run through this too, Sean, if you want. This is really more your area than mine. So maybe you can run through it, and I can flick through this what we got right now.
Yeah. So yeah, it just kind of gives you a breakdown of exactly what it is right here. Just kind of the introduction page. All right, so that's our week 2 of data, 250 to 300 live views per show, which for live viewership is awesome. Don't let anyone fool you. When you get on a live and you see 20,000 viewers, there's a reason why, like if you look at the bottom, it'll say like other listeners. It's all bots. Majority of them are bots. Then we have 8 to 10,000 total views per episode. Now, that's combining views on Moon or Dust's channel, my channel, Joe's channel, all of our X accounts. So that's combining all of our channels. That's how many views we're getting per episode, with over 27,000 unique views across, again, all those platforms that I said, and 100K combined followers across all of our channels that they're broadcasting on. So again, we're utilizing our channels that were already in existence to actually grow this, which is why we're off to such a great start.
Yeah, and then of course you have the clips and stuff that we're rolling out.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to mention the clips. The clips add thousands of more views and engagement onto that. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do TikTok clips because they're classifying us. Yeah, they're classifying us as gambling, at least at this moment in time, even though we're not. We'll try.
There's ways around that. We can strategize. We can have that's where the community can kind of pick it up. We can still kind of create those because we're using those clips for YouTube Shorts anyway. YouTube Shorts, which it's hard to see which one is more retarded sometimes, but it seems to be YouTube winning this one. So I mean, it's not gambling if nobody pays to go on. You gotta pay money to play in gambling. Nobody pays to play.
Exactly. No one's gambling anything. So there's actually zero gambling going on.
Yeah, it's our new version of an entertaining AMA that can bring people over, and in the spirit of crypto, people can win money I mean, we know that is the essence of it. People are in here to make money. It's a new way of decentralized finance, and we're bringing that entertainment factor to it and allowing AMAs to be a little more entertaining, a little more fun now moving forward. That's the whole idea behind it. And have a lot of fun doing a game show right in the middle of it, and use that as like I said, our marketing tool. And of course, these numbers is what people that want to come and sponsor the show. The more these numbers increase, the more the slots that we see, right, which are like these types of banners, and we'll get into that here in a second, but things like this that will pop up on screen during certain segments of the show, this and that, and we can get into that. But yeah, the clips are going to be huge for us moving forward, so we're going to be constantly like getting those done, getting those out there, and it's going to be incumbent on the community. And shit, take it to TikTok. Give it a shot. They might just demonetize the video, but if it's a regular user's TikTok and they're not it could be just like you saying, it's standing in front of the clip talking, right, live, saying, hey, just saw the school game show, right, that's live on wherever, right, at the moment, you should go check it out. Even things like that, TikTok will be fine with that because you're talking about a clip. Whereas like we were branding ourselves as the actual game show, so they just fucking banned our assets for some unknown reason. But yeah, those clips are going to be huge. So like community can really take those and run with those themselves. Like it doesn't even necessarily have to be us. We know they're the things that have the most chance to go viral anyway. But yeah, Sean, go ahead. You're muted.
All right, we have the weekly lineup, which we're looking at audience edition featuring interactive gameplay. That's what's going to be happening tomorrow. With Wednesday, this is the prime time with top guests and prizes. It isn't necessarily, repeat this, I guess, based on market cap. So with Moon or Dust, we're after engagement. So the bigger the community, the better. I would rather a project with 100K market cap, but 200 engaged members of their community than a $20 million market cap token that has 20 engaged people. So it's more so about the engagement you can bring, not necessarily your market cap. So keep that in mind. Sometimes there might be some smaller market caps on Wednesdays and some bigger market caps on Thursday, even though it's called the micro cap edition. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's more about engagement when we're picking the contestants right now, more so than market cap. And then Thursday, we're moving, like I just said, the microcap, focusing on emerging projects. And it typically will be a microcap. You're not going to see too many $3 million market cap tokens on microcaps Thursdays. And then, of course, we're going to be doing unique themed episodes for extra engagements. Like we can do Christmas episodes and just different things like that. So that's our weekly lineup, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, every single week. And then, of course, our special events. Now coming on over, these are going to be the sponsorship opportunities. We have the main sponsor. You get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show, custom graphics banner. You get a TikTok banner with a call to action, like you'll see pop up right there, like
a ticker banner.
Yeah, a ticker. What did I say?
You said TikTok.
Oh, I'm sorry, ticker banner with a call to action.
Yeah, this guy.
Yep, large web address banner, which that's that one. Yep,
this guy.
Link. We'll be putting all your links into the YouTube description. So anyone that watches the episode will go ahead and be able to link to your project, and you are going to get tagged on that expo. So the round sponsor is exactly what it is. The one where I'm round shout out at the beginning of the audience participation round, which that's the one we're talking about. A ticker banner with call to action and a large web address banner, that and that. So yeah, whenever you see the audience participation rounds come up, that's where we will be talking about you if you are a round sponsor. Wheel sponsor is going to be coming soon, which I think that's going to be really cool. And then you can do a total takeover. You can say, you know what? I want this episode to be mine. So you get a complete brand immersion experience, all advertisement slots for everything I just said for total brand domination. You also get your logo on the video thumbnail, and then logo on all clips from that show. So basically, everywhere you see that show, you'll be branded for that. Now, anyone listening that would be potentially want to sponsor an episode, want to get the exposure that we're offering, of course, shoot me a DM and we can kind of go from there.
Yeah, and this is all accessible through the website. It'll automatically connect you, and I'll show you how you can do that just after this in a moment, everybody. But for now, let's continue on to the next here.
And we kind of went over it, but that's going to be the advertisement real estate and where everything's going to go. Large web address banner right here. You're gonna have your TikTok banner, or your TikTok. I keep saying TikTok. Ticker, banner, call to action right
Oh,
here, which is
TikTok.
right here at the bottom. So really cool. Just kind of breaking it down how it all works. Then we have our pricing. So this pricing is based on, again, I've been doing this for years. We're selling it for next to nothing with the viewership, because again, we know people are going to need to be explained. They need to watch an episode. They need to understand what they're getting. It's not just a typical review. This pricing, though, for this viewership, pennies on the dollar. So the round sponsor for primetime is $250, microcap is $200, audience is $200. Main sponsorship for primetime is only $1,200, microcap is $8, audience is $8. And then for a total takeover, it's only $2,200 for an entire episode, which that's like a mid-level YouTuber what they charge for a review of your token, just for context. Microcap edition is $1,400, and the audience edition is $1,400.
And you must remember too, like that, you know, this carries on in through expos, it carries on through clips across multiple. They're just on YouTube. Like we'll be across, you know, we'll have like YouTube short clips. We'll have it all across X as well. A lot of the time, they're just paying for like, you know, a YouTube video. That's it. Whereas with us, we'll have, like you saw, those short clips. We played a little earlier on X, and then we'll have the vertical clips going out in YouTube Shorts. So there's massive value across, you know, multiple platforms here. You know, not just you pay, you know, a lot of them, you know, mid-level, like Sean said, mid-level YouTube video that you want to get done, you know, the price of an entire takeover for us, your logo on the thumbnail, you know, that additional graphic right there that you can see, this one, and then your logo right here where this says Lunar Pump. This would be your logo if you went for the total takeover. And then you would be on every round also as well. So you would be on every sponsor round. You'd be mentioned. All the banners that come up would be, you know, through you as well. Or sorry, you'd be the main sponsor round, and then, you know, you still have the audience participation round. So yeah. And then also, you know, we're going to have some bulk pricing, Sean, which you can, you know, have a look at this. Only round sponsor and main sponsor we're actually doing for any kind of bulk pricing.
Yeah, so you got your 4 weeks, which is 10% off. You can do it for 8 weeks with 15% off, or you can do it 12 weeks for 20% off. So obviously, the more sponsorships you buy, the more, this is for the round sponsor and main sponsor, pretty much same percentages off. Obviously, just like any other sponsorship, the more you buy, the more you get. You know, I'll have clients buy multiple videos from me. I'll lower my price, like with most companies, for each video because they're buying more from me. So, you know, pretty typical. But yeah, you can completely take it over, and you definitely will get exposure. I would probably, just knowing the business, honestly, you would get more, and I'm not just saying this, you'll get more exposure on this than probably 80% of crypto YouTube channels out there. So, you know, I'm not gonna say 100% because that's not true, but I'd probably say about 80% of channels will be less effective than what being one of our sponsors would be with the views and the live audience. Yeah, you're not beating it.
And this comes from someone that's been in the industry for years now and does this for a living. So, you know, this pricing is super duper fair in the marketplace. And right now we're pushing. It's all organic. All our viewers are organic. Nothing is botted. Where we're pushing this thing on a totally organic level. And, you know, we want to build that audience. We want to build that interactive audience. And, you know, once we do, then, you know, we've earned the ability to charge because we are giving people that exposure. And not to mention projects that could get to come on the show themselves and all the exposure that brings along with it. So there's so many avenues here, and that's why we're pushing so hard, like just to keep growing this, keep showing up, keep the consistency, and you know, just capitalize on this market here and be able to bring in this revenue stream and ultimately bring eyes to Lunar Pump and the whole entire ecosystem, the Infinaeon ecosystem, everything. But this is the vehicle that we're utilizing to do it for many, many reasons, not just those reasons, but hey, we want to make crypto fun again too, ultimately. You know, a lot of people get beat down a lot in crypto, so we want to do something fun, give back to the community, expose, give them the exposure, all the up and projects that are going out there. We want to be able to do that, dude, because like that's what the whole ecosystem was designed for initially, was to give back to the community. So this is just another extension of that same sentiment. Here is what Mooner Dust is, you know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to push this as hard as we possibly can right now, and we can only do it with massive support from the community, of course, and keep upping the entertainment value on our end. But go ahead, Sean.
But yeah, I mean, it's the tough part is with making a token go viral, with mooning a token, as you would say, is getting people to actually pay attention to it. We've reached a point in meme tokens and crypto that pretty much everyone ignores 99% of everything, unless it's someone they know launches it or something like that. They just ignore it. Ignore. Everyone just assumes everything's a scam. Nothing is real. So we are slowly getting people to recognize, because our name's everywhere. So people are again, I was watching, I forgot, Mr. Pixel, what was the name of the YouTube channel?
Rico Moneybags.
Yeah, Rico Moneybags. What he did was
XPX token.
He saw Thierry and he saw Captain BNB and he saw the tweets about Moon or Dust. So he went over, he thought we launched on pump.fun because of the streaming. So his brain, for whatever reason, went there. And then when he didn't see it there, so he went back to it like 2 or 3 times, and his brain didn't see it there. So in his brain, we must just be on X or something. If he had just clicked on our Twitter account, he would have realized we're a YouTube product. But with that being said, he's going to see us again. And what's going to happen? That 3rd time he sees us, and then that 4th time he sees us, and he's going to have to come find us. And that's the beauty of what we're doing, is that the marketing never stops. So people are always going to see us, and they're going to hit that 8th, 9th, 10th time where the statistics say at that point they can't ignore it. And it's going to continue to happen because we're not stopping putting content out. Again, this is a content making machine. No other meme token has the content coming out that Moon or Dust has coming out. Not even close. Again, someone find me a meme token that has more content than this. And I always say all meme tokens, all they do is tweet all day basically saying buy me, bro. That's pretty much what a meme token is. Share it in Telegram groups, tweet and saying buy me. This is something completely different than what anyone has ever seen.
Yeah, well, we're trying to we're trying to be the marketing machine for the token itself, as well as the product itself, right? Which is Moon or Dust, right? And bringing that entertainment value. So just having that behind it, and like I said, a lot of meme tokens too, they're so community based. It's that's where your audience is, and utilizing something like this in order to do that is super important. It's totally different. It's very unique. There's definitely room for it to be a meta. It's already kind of kicking off. The whole live streaming coming to Web 3 only makes sense. It's only a matter of time. As we expect adoption to happen, we want to make sure that we got a strong foothold somewhere in the live streaming genre of this, because it is inevitable. I mean, let's be honest, if everything else is inevitable, so is live streaming. So it makes sense to do that. And shout out to everybody at X for going over to follow us at moon underscore or dust or underscore dust 42. Go over there and give us a follow. We're at 269 followers right now. That is awesome. But to get back to the presentation, guys, we just got obviously a little bit of fluff here at the end. How good it is to be able to have this kind of reach as we grow. This is a live document, by the way, so we're going to be updating this all the time. And when you those numbers that you see, we'll add on at the end of this week. We'll add on week 3's numbers to that, and we can analyze the growth over time here. So anybody that is looking at this, this is the business model, right? And anything that this kind of does, there is going to be an allocation here as we grow this that will feed into the token right now, which is here. This is the token right here, launched on lunarpump.fun, of course, standard launch. Sean, you can talk about any tokenomics if you like, but this is where it's at right now. Looks like we had a nice little dip right there, so if anybody's watching, now's a good chance to get in. Obviously, we're only 3 weeks.
Yeah, but I want to say solar prices also dipped as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. And it's kind of first of the month time too, so that tends to happen around rental time. But whatever, it's a good opportunity to get in there and buy a nice little fat dip, because like I said, we're only 3 weeks in right now. This is growing exponentially. We've already seen the results. We saw the numbers there. So it's a good time to think about jumping on board and helping us push this thing. Of course, obviously the chart complements the game show complements the chart, so on and so forth. They can both end up pushing each other, and then the rising tide and all that raises all ships ultimately. So
Yep.
this is basically the business model, and stay tuned to see exactly how the token itself is going to benefit from this. But the details will come out soon as we kind of iron all this out. We're thinking about a lot of different things and what we're going to do, but it is coming up pretty soon.
Yep.
But yeah,
and as we grow over the next couple of weeks, there's going to start being barriers. Potentially even the audience participation. There'll be barriers potentially. You have to own $10 or whatever, Moon or Dust, and prove it. And we can go down the list of the winners until we find them. For people that want to come on, we can put in barriers for them. So we're going to be introducing a new utility that fits perfectly with Moon or Dust. We can require them to use that utility in order to come on the show. So there is going to be here very shortly requirements that you have to go through in order to be a participant, because at the end of the day, you're going to be winning money, and being things from the project's perspective won't necessarily be monetary. It can be, depending on how big it is, but yeah, we will be having barriers. So we obviously have to establish ourselves. We couldn't get in and just start throwing around demands when no one knows what we are. We don't have any episodes out, but yeah, we're going into week 4. In the next few days, we're going to have 12 episodes of Moon or Dust produced. And yeah, we're going to start really starting to kick this thing together. And remember, guys, it only takes one time of going viral, one clip, and it can 100% happen. And there's so much out there, it can happen at any time.
Yeah, and like I said, we're just getting going here, and the more eyes we get on, the more people are going to want to come, jump over, get involved in the sponsorships. Why would you want to partner with us? And we're going to keep growing. Like, we've got a great network. Sean is already dealing with, through Krypton Calls, his own marketing company, who's in with all these guys, Tyler Hill and people like that. So, tapping into all of these already, available resources and our own built-in network that we've, kind of been growing over the past however long, for years for some people. And it's just all kind of coming together right now. So in my opinion, it's a good opportunity to get in super early here right now. I mean, it's just dipped back down to like 80K market cap, just above 80K market cap. So, shit, I'm going to buy some more of this once we're done here. But yeah,
completely
not financial advice.
Some people have asked, it's completely decentralized. The contracts are announced, the LP's burnt. We have zero control over anything. Community, you guys have been crushing it. Anything you guys want to do it and run with it. We'll be there to support you. You guys have been sharing everywhere. We've been seeing us pop up on different places. Like, community is crushing it, and that's what it takes. So again, guys, we keep hustling. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and the audience edition tomorrow is high in community engagement. Is the idea behind the audience edition. It'll be 2 potential candidates coming in. What you'll have to do is go on over to Lunar Pump, set up your account up here, and just to show you where it's at, we go back to the home page here. Look at this beautiful platform. It's gorgeous. King of the Galaxy right here. Shout out to Only Rose up there at the top, looking to be the queen of the galaxy. But you can go to Moon or Dust here, or else you can scroll down the page, find it down here, or else we will also have links from our main X account that'll bring you right to it. But you'll go here. This is the live stream from the last episode, Theory Drop, and you can check it all out there. And that's where you want to be set up, have your account ready, and be in this chat for tomorrow at noon PST. The clocks just changed as well, daylight saving, so be mindful of that. But just follow along our X account anyway, and you'll see when we go live, and you can always just get right over here to lunarpump.fun.
Yeah, the
good
UTC
idea.
The UTC time is probably a little different. I want to say it was 8. Now it's going to be 7 UTC, 7 p.m.
Yeah,
UTC.
it was for a week. It was kind of out of sync.
Yeah,
but it's all kind of caught up to itself now again, so it should be in and around the same. Just everything moved.
Yeah,
an hour.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, so get on over there, get your account set up in plenty time so you can be in with a chance of either even participating on the show and going live against the whales in a 12 wallet game with a $100 top wallet, one of 2 throughout the whole show. We're going to be highlighting obviously community engagement, any cool content that we see that comes out. We want to highlight all that stuff too, and just hear back from the community. It's all about that. So if you have anything you want us to talk about on those shows, the audience participation, or the audience editions, just drop it in the chat. We're open to whatever you want us to bring up, anything, that's kind of what it's all about, is a big community engagement show on the Tuesday. And of course on the Wednesday, then we have the prime time for $1,000 26 wallets, $1,000 top wallet, and then the microcap on Thursdays for the $250 top wallet, 26 wallets as well in that game. But yeah, just to kind of wrap it up here, again, consistent engagement, organic integration, crypto payments. This is basically the business model of the Moon or Dust Game Show. And you can click here, go to the website. When you do go to the website, this is what you'll see. And again, if people are trying to understand how the game works, you can just click this right here. We have another beautiful deck right here that you can just scroll through. Look at Sean looking very dapper there, his blazer. And it'll tell you all about the game, how it works, and just, you can show that to anyone nice and easy. And then your next step, so you can advertise as what we just showed you there, or you can become a contestant. If you want to become a contestant, submit your project. There's some details here. The application forms are all here. Put in the name of your project, your website, your X handle, your Telegram username, or an invite link, the contract address of your token, the market cap at time of submission, and then the participant that would be actually representing the project, whoever they are, what their name is, what their X handle is, what their affiliation is to the project itself. Why should your project be selected for the Moon or Dust Show? And where did you hear about us? So you can just fill all that out. As soon as you do that, you'll be given a one-time code that you immediately have to go to the main X account that you're planning on representing and have them DM that code to our Moon or Dust account right here. They'll have to DM it directly to us so that we can confirm that we're actually dealing with the legitimate people. This is crypto after all, and there's plenty scammers out there that would love to get on and pretend they're representing a project when they're actually not. We've already even had some people submit where they made up a fake X account, botted the shit out of it, and they get absolutely zero engagement, but they're mimicking another project and they've submitted. But they haven't forwarded the one-time code. So if you do not do that, we will not. You won't even be considered. So make sure that you do that when you do fill out the form right here. And again, then if you do want to advertise about us, you click this and it'll bring you right into a DM and Telegram with Sean, the man himself, right there. So get in there, spam the piss out of him, and
Yep.
Yeah, get in there if you are interested in having your community being represented, and you're not essentially playing, but you do like what we got going on here. You can get on over there, take a look at the prices and all that stuff. What it is, like Sean said, really reasonable prices for what we're doing, and the more numbers that we get, the more that this is going to grow, and the more lucrative this revenue stream will come and feed back into the ecosystem. That's the goal. Here's our 2 weeks of data so far. This is where the token's at right now. Tasty little dip right there. Oh, I see some nice people getting in there and gobbling it up. 425 buy. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you. But that's great. It's all about, and like I said, we're going to keep going here. So, you want to get involved in the token, you want to join our awesome Telegram community, and they are awesome, by the way. They're crushing it. They're pushing hard every single day, and we're going to keep facilitating the clips, the shows, the entertainment value. We're going live 5 days a week as it is. We're going to continue to do that. So if you like what you see, you like what we're doing, you like the clips, you like the direction we're going, you like the token launcher itself, our beautiful Lunar Pump Fund, everything we're building on that front, we got a lot going on here. So I would say come on over, join the fun, pick up yourself, even if it's a $5 bag, or help the community out, whatever your reasons, motivations are. But it's going to be a big full court press here moving forward as we get these kind of things dialed in. But really happy where it's at right now. It's looking great. There's the website, moon-or-dust.fun. Yeah, go check it out. There it is.
All right, guys. Chuck put in the main Moon or Dust chat, and I put it in the YouTube chat. The Rico Moonshots on again. Yeah, go in there, spam Moon or Dust. Tell him to look at the Twitter account, because that's where he went wrong when he was looking into it.
Yeah, time to get his ass. Rico, if you're watching, bro, you might come over to the YouTube. Get your ass into that X account, bro.
Well, he's live himself, so he's definitely not watching. So go over to his live and tell him.
Yes, yeah. No, for you never know. He could be pulling us up right now. He could be looking at this on X right now. Maybe who knows? If you went to our X account, he'll see us live. But hey, XBX token, Rico, reach out. We could have you guys on the show, maybe potentially moving forward here at some point. But yeah, hit us up. I've dealt with Rico before. So he's a good dude. He likes the live stream too, and he promotes other projects. So it might be a good little collaboration for us to do. So, Rico, if you are watching this, hit us up, brother. Reach out and let's look at XPX maybe potentially coming on Lunar Dust for a little turn. Be a lot of fun. Nice to bring another streamer on too. I think would be kind of cool. You know what I mean? And he could come up here and he could represent, that community. I know he's been working hard on that for a long time. So shout out to you. But yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of looking good. Have we got any other questions in the chat? Let's go over and check Lunar Pump Fun right now. See where we're at. We're on Lunar Pump Live right now. Shout out to everybody that's helping us test out the chat. As everybody knows, we got a big full court press coming up, especially with X ads. We're gonna drive them hot and heavy here in the next week. But we're ensuring that the Lunar Pump website itself is good. We just did a massive server migration. So we're kind of testing out a few things with the chat, but we want to make sure that the chat, the live streaming and all that stuff is tip top. But yeah, so Sean, can you test and see if you can remove that? Is there a person highlighted? Is anybody highlighted on your end? But thing is, I know you've been having issues on your end too, so maybe it might be glitching for you, but just wanted to test and see if that's working as we're live right now, or see can you highlight other people?
Yeah, I can. Let's see. So yeah, I should have no one right now highlighted.
Yeah, that worked. Cool. Highlight someone again and let's check.
I just highlighted you to SP1.
Oh yeah, so it's the wallet is coming up. Okay, so we need to adjust that. We want to make sure it's the name that
say
comes
the
up.
name. Yep.
Yep. Perfect. Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, it's
we
working. Participants, go ahead and take you off. We should better remove you. Yep.
All right. Sweet. In real time. I love it. Okay. Awesome. Let's go raid Rico. Go guys. Go. Raid him. Tell him come check us out and hit us up. Get on the show. But yeah, Sean. So I mean, I think we're looking pretty good. Unless anybody in the chat has anything else to say.
Yeah,
appreciate everybody tuning in, taking some time out of their Monday across wherever you're watching from, X, YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate you guys jumping on, checking us out, seeing what we got going on.
And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. Remember, it's the laid back edition. 2 audience members will get to play. We kind of just hang out. We answer questions. Going to try to keep it under an hour because those episodes we want top tier viewership. We want good viewership. And typically, the longer you go, the less the viewership will fall off, especially after the fact. When you're live, viewership will grow the longer you stay live typically. But after the fact, when people see something's an hour and a half, it really turns them off. And the viewership shows that the longer an episode goes on, the less people will watch 100% of it. And we want people watching 100% of it. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. Mr. Pixel, any final words?
We did have 1 or 2 more questions, and I know you wouldn't want to move away. I know you're kind of doing other things, but I know you wouldn't want to move away without actually addressing these from Dan Penn. So here's one.
Oh yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't heard back from the web developer yet. I messaged him earlier this morning, so yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. I haven't heard back from him yet.
All right, and then the other one is, if we're successful in ending our contract with VC, what are the term and conditions, and what consequences will it have on our project, and how are our funding running the ecosystem?
So we'll have to talk about that next week, but it will have an effect on the ecosystem. We're going to have to change our attention from the token or from the ecosystem to the token. Again, the funding is required to build out the ecosystem. We obviously already have some good products running like Lunar Pump and like Lunar Dust. But yeah, building a behemoth of an ecosystem is basically going to have to stop here without the funding. It's just that's the consequences of it. We can't do both. We either build out the ecosystem and suffer in the short term to potentially run into hopefully the billions in the future, or we sacrifice the long term and try to concentrate on the token and really get that going and really get Lunar Pump going and really get Lunar Dust going. So that's kind of the trade-off. We can't have everything.
Yeah, and again, stay tuned for all that talk. And, just before we do sign off there, Sean, I guess give everybody just a quick recap. This is what we need you to do, guys. We're testing all this chat out right now. Appreciate those guys that jumped in and tested it out with us today. We got the full audience edition, so get on over here, set up your profile. As you can see on the top right here, just click that, connect your wallet, set up a fresh wallet if you want, call it your Lunar Pump wallet, and get in the chat. Get ready to get into the Moon or Dust live stream tomorrow. You can see it right here, and this is where you'll be in this one. So get on over there. Please also spread the word. Our X account at moon_or_dust42. Go over there, give that a follow, hit that pin tweet while you're at it, and also then please promote this one, all about tomorrow's edition, the audience edition, and show up in chat, win some money, get to play on the live game show yourself. Also, if you do know anybody that might be interested in sponsorships here moving forward, we'll constantly update this document. You can get them to go and talk to Sean directly yourself via the website on Moon or Dust. Right here, go advertise with us. That'll set you up in a DM and Telegram with Sean right away. And again, there's a 25% referral fee for anybody that does bring any potential sponsorships our way. And we can get this, I guess, should we get this sponsorship document up on the website? I guess we probably should, Sean.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah,
maybe that'll be the first
yeah.
thing. Yeah, maybe that'll be the first thing that'll pop up. And then you will have the opportunity. When you click advertise with us, it'll pop you up something like this where it'll run through and then the opportunity to, submit or connect with Sean or whatever. So we'll do that. We'll update that. But yeah, if anybody does know any potential advertisers, there's a 25% referral fee right now, anybody that does it. And again, if you do like what we're doing, get on over there, pick up a bag of mod token launched on lunarpump.fun, our own token launching platform. So yeah, get on over there, pick up a bag if you like it. If not, just help and support. We're all about bringing communities together as well. So we're going to keep rolling this out, keep rolling out the clips, keep rolling out the shows, having a lot of fun, and just keep rocking this thing. Oh, that dip's getting eaten. That's what I like to see. That's the way to do it, guys. Shout out to the community, though. Big time, big time. We really do appreciate all you guys and everything that you're doing out there, pushing hard on this. I know it ain't easy. But yeah, pick up a bag if you like what we're doing. Do your own research. Look into a project. We're being as transparent as we can about everything. We're showing you the business model today. We're showing you everything. We're showing you the direction we're going in. And again, all of any revenue streams that we're going to be creating from this, which we're looking to do on many, many fronts, will all come and benefit the mod token, the ecosystem, Lunar Pump, Infinaeon, all that stuff. So yeah.
Awesome.
Get on board.
And raid Rico's episode, I actually just posted in there. Make sure that he understands what we are so that we can continue pushing. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it. We are like an hour and 15 minutes into it.
Oops.
And of course, we're going to be back for the Moon or Dust Audience Edition. Get your fingers ready. Be involved in the chat. Come up to play for $100 and try your luck against the whales, Magnus, Rico, Dominic, and see how you fare. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm DeFi Sean. That's Mr. Pixels. And until next time, you know what to do. Trade safe.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on Lunar Pump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web3.